everybody and welcome back to another On The Table episode, guys. Just a little bit of an apology. Sorry for the content not being so regular recently. I've been helping out. If you've been keeping up on the Facebook page, you'll know that I've been helping my friend Dan out, who's just opened up a new hobby shop in my own backyard. Not literally my backyard, by that I mean my hometown. So I've been helping him do a lot of stuff, and there's going to be some cool videos to come, guys. Just watch this space. Just watch this space. But anyway, so what are we going to be looking at today, guys? Well, bits and bobs of progress that I've made with the Black Shields and various other bits of armies and things. We're also going to be taking a look at what became of that scout that I dunked into the cellulose thinners. But first, guys, we're going to be looking at some squad reinforcements. That's right, guys. You'll remember the Dreadnought company unboxing that I did several weeks ago. Well, this is the fruits of the labours. Although I am very annoyed because I seem to have lost a singular guy. Luckily, I have a spare one, though, because I only built up 9 of them because I had a suspicion that I would lose them. But yeah, these guys were made literally by combining the very most minimal bits of Skitarii. What I did with these fellows here, let me just zoom in a little bit. I literally did the most minimal conversion work possible. I got the end of the Skitarii kind of like rifles, cut the blunderbuss pistols ends off the Arcanauts and stuck them on, and it went together pretty seamlessly, it's got to be said. I also did little things like added some little antennas from the Rust Stalkers box set, just to look a little bit more robotic, a little bit more like, excuse me, sorry guys, I just woke up, a little bit more like they are uploading information to the new sphere. How shall I say it? I'll say it. And then also on some of these guys, I actually added some proper Skitarii backpacked and then flushed it out with the Arcanaut rebreather section on the back there as well. These are in a partial state of completion. I've got some other little bits and bobs to do on them, some little whistles and bells, you might say. Like I've got to do some of the little belt buckles and the groin guards. They got groin guards, everybody. And some of the little tools and stuff. Where did he go? Where did he go? He went over here. And some of the little tools and stuff that hang from their belts. And various other little pouches and things. I've just got to do some touch-ups on them. But they're mostly done. I was a bit worried about these guys first because there was a lot of metallics on there. And if you put a lot of metallics on, they can kind of look a little bit weird. And again, I'm not too sure on the like choice of boots and stuff that I've actually done. I've tried to mix it up with some colours, some different shades and stuff, and I think I prefer this shade over this shade here, just because I prefer the more brown one as opposed to the leather look. But anyway, they're done now, so they're gonna have to stay that way because I don't repaint things. But yeah, so there's going to be 10 of these guys. I actually got the heavy weapon guy underneath the desk, but he's nowhere near done. Mainly because, again, I've lost the heavy weapon. Loads of stuff's gone missing recently. I think I've got elves that are just stealing my bits. But anyway, stealing my bits, eh? But yeah, so they're going to be led by this guy. You might remember this guy from a couple of years ago. This is the Mechanicum squat from Brandshackle Games. Obviously, he's not a Mechanicum squat. He's just a Robo Dwarf. But he looks perfect for a Mechanicum squat. He's going to be leading these guys as like the Skitarii Alpha. I really like him. Look, he's got a little clockwork moustache. Oh no, I've dropped him again. I swear I've got a problem. I swear I'm losing the feeling in my hands. I keep dropping stuff all the time. Look, he's got a mechanical moustache and mechanical dreadlocks. Mechandrite beard. It's awesome. Look at that. Cool. Right, anyway. So, next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at some reinforcements for the Black Shields. Now, I did a Tech Marine a while ago, as you guys will remember. Now, I thought to myself, well, do you know what? I'm pretty sure a Tech Marine would have a decent knowledge to be able to repair and maintain some of the more advanced technologies, so I got a Contemptor. As you guys can see. Now, this is only the 3rd Contemptor I've ever built, and the first Contemptor I have almost fully painted. I had one ages and ages ago that I was using for my Grey Knights. What did I call them? Because they weren't Grey Knights. Oh, I'm yawning, sorry. They were, what were they? The Punishers? The Purges of the Lost or Purges of the Forgotten? I can't quite remember. But they were gold. And I did a golden Contemptor, and I fucking hated the idea of painting it. So I decided, fuck it, I'll sell it. And then I was like, alright, okay. And then Spud the Wargaming Viking gave me a broken Contemptor and turned into a Nurgle one, and again I half painted it, and then I thought, fuck it, I can't be arsed, and it's just smashed up in a box somewhere. And then finally this one, which is going to get painted, it's going to get finished properly. I've got a little bit more work to do on the claw and stuff, and a little bit more work to do on some of the metals and things. I need to give a bit of a dry brush with some bolt gun, lead belcher, or Vallejo gun. But yeah, really, really cool model. I really liked it. I actually used a combination of the Minotaur claw, because I really, really liked the claw on this thing. Really, really cool. I like the way it was positioned. I'm going to do this effect with the white on each claw section, and then I'm going to go in with the Day Glow green to make it like it's like a proper green glowy power claw. As you can see, I've done some heavy, heavy battle damage all over the Contemptor because I wanted this to feel ancient, like proper, just, it'd been through so many battles, because Contemptors are so unbelievably tough. I think, I remember reading a story, or listening to an audiobook, about, I think it was either Calth, or the Drop Site Massacre or something, and there was like a Contemptor that frickin' survived, like, a faulty drop pod or something, and then it survived the virus bomb, and then it survived like the freaking planetary bombardment, and then it still got out of its place where it was hidden, and then kicked ass all over the place. So that's kind of what I wanted to go for. I wanted to go for like a proper grizzled, excuse me, I farted, a proper grizzled veteran of, like, you know, many, many battles, that's basically just tired, sick to the back teeth, if he has teeth anymore, of you know, the Imperium, the Horus Heresy, and he's basically just wanted to fight for a worthy cause, so he joined the Black Shields and stuff. So yeah, so I've got this guy. One of the things that I'm really chuffed about him is the eyes. I was really happy with the way that they turned out. I've gone for like an orange lens, and I think orange lenses is the lens colours that I'm going to go for these Black Shields, because it just looks really nice. It doesn't look quite as intimidating as red, but it doesn't look quite as evil as like purple or green, but at the same time it looks really intense. It has a nice little splash of colour to a miniature, but really, really happy with the way this guy turned out. Also really happy of the evenness of the stripe I gave on the faceplate there, which is really, really good. Obviously you've got to do these purity seals and stuff, like finish up the claw and things, but nonetheless looks really, really cool. Obviously went for the autocannon. Again, I'm trying to go for, oh no, it's really bent. He's got a droopy autocannon. I'm going to have to fix that with a hairdryer later. Again, he's got the autocannon, twin-length autocannon arm, because I wanted to go for a kind of, well, again, I've said this before, I highly doubt that the Black Shields would have ready access to a lot of the more advanced weaponry, so I wanted to go for more solid slug weapons, because I think, again, I've said this before, they'd be easier to steal from Imperial supply lines. However, I have been thinking of getting some of the new stuff. I think I will end up getting a box of Primaris Marines, but not having loads of them in the actual army at all. Just on account of they're probably hard to reproduce, and even allied with my Rogue Mechanicum faction, I think that they'd probably be a little bit difficult to actually maintain and reproduce and kind of get the gear for and stuff. However, I definitely am getting that Floating Land Raider, guys, because it looks freaking awesome, and it's just going to be cool. But yeah, guys, so this is the Contemptor. I really like him. Named a Contemptor! If you want to put a name for him in the doobly-doo down below, please do so, and you know, put your opinions on what you think of him. What do you think of the heavy battle damage? I really like the pose on this one. I like the Forge World Contemptors a lot more because they're so much easier to pose than the GW ones. I got like a really dynamic feel. He looks like he's kind of like sweeping around with his like auto kind of like bam 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 bam, about to like ruin someone's day, and like he's just spun around with the claw. I wouldn't want it to look like he was about to like go and impale someone, but I thought the gun was a little bit better. Plus it balanced it out quite nicely with the arm coming out the back and then the gun being the longer bit at the front. But yeah, guys, so he's pretty cool. One of my favourite models, I think, that I've done recently. Really, really nice miniature to actually build and paint. Now, guys, we're going to continue with our experiment. You might remember the old Rogue Trader Marine that I dunked in there. Now, he's been sitting in there for several weeks now. And I don't know where my tweezers are, because I don't want to put my hand in that, because it's nasty, nasty stuff. Ah, here they are. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go in here, we're going to fish him out, we're going to see if the paint is all stripped off. I think when I last looked, I think he was pretty much all sorted. Let's have a look. I think... Where is he? Ah, is that him? Is that him? Yes, there he is. Ugh. Oh, that looks rank. That looks fucking horrible. That looks like somebody's freaking skin's peeled away. Yeah. Right, we're just going to shut that jar up because the fumes are noxious. And I really don't want to touch him. Ah! Landslide! I don't want to touch him really, so I'm going to have to try and dissect him, like with the tweezers. Oh wow! Holy crap! Wow! This paint has literally just turned like a gelatinous mess. Ew! 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 Well, will you look at that? That's like a big wibbly wobbly flubbery mess. That's quite disgusting. It's quite disturbing, really. Let's try and get some of the paint off of this bit. Just a little bit. These tweezers are shit. Fully shit. And then some more paint off there. But it does appear like it's mostly got rid of it. In fact, my recording time is nearly out, so I'm going to pause this, give him a scrub, and then I'm going to show you guys properly. Back in a second. Right, so guys, I've been away. I've cleaned him up a little bit. Let's just move some of this disgusting flubbery paint mess. Oh, it really is quite disturbing. I hate the way it jiggles. This is like layers and layers and layers of old paint because it's just so caked on. But yeah, so without further ado, here he is. This guy looks almost brand new. That's crazy. What a bit of cellulose thinners can do. Absolutely awesome. Look at the... You see, this was back in the day when they had no 3D renderings, no AutoCAD design. It was just one dude hand sculpting stuff. And it looked awesome. Again, you can see that effort has gone into sculpting this thing. You can see that whoever sculpted it has put a lot of love into this miniature. And I quite like him. Definitely 100% Rogue Trader Scout. I'm not sure what I need someone to point. I'm not sure what this effort is going up here. I don't know whether that's like a miscast or something, or whether it's supposed to be sculpted on battle damage, but I don't know what it is. It's a bit weird. I'm going to have to try and find some actual pictures of it and see if that's actually on it. Not so much, not a lot of detail in the face, but that just could be because I can't really... Let's have a look so we can zoom into it clearer on the camera. Let's have a look. Oh, I think at some point he's taken a bit of a tumble and has landed face down because his face is a bit squashed, guys. Looks like he's been hit in the face with a pan. Oh no, what a shame. What an absolute bloody shame that is. I'm going to have to try and give him a nose job with some green stuff. Oh, that is awful. I'm so gutted that's happened to this miniature. Oh, everything about it was almost perfect apart from the face. What a bloody shame that is. Right, I'm going to have to try and re-sculpt a nose. That's something I've never done before in my life. That'll be interesting. But yeah, so I think we'll end it on that bombshell, guys. So please let me know what you think of the stuff that you see on today's video. Let me know what you want me to name the Contemptor. Should I name him something awesome, or should I go with something silly like Shooty Bob or something? I don't know. But anyway, so that has been the episode today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group for loads of sneak peeks of what I'm doing behind the scenes. And don't forget, nose jobs cost money, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys again. See you now, and goodbye.